तत्परम्पर्याय विद्महे ज्ञानलिङ्गेश्वराय धीमहि तन्नो गुरुः प्रचोदयात् ॐ योगमहर्षि डॉक्टर स्वामी गीतानंद गिरि गुरु महाराज की जय। Namaste, Swagatam, Vanakkam. Welcome back to one of the Saturday morning, scintillating Saturday sessions today. And we are in very testing times all over the world. Each person being tested to their limits by nature, by society. Each person facing challenges physically, mentally, emotionally, socially, financially, and even spiritually. We have also got into our own challenge here with AMMAJI's health emergency, and she had a fall 3 days ago in the morning, and we were under the impression it may be a concussion and related sensorium altered. Last night we managed to convince her to at least come to the scan center to have an MRI scan done, and the MRI scan has confirmed she has had a massive stroke. AMMAJI doesn't like hospitals. She doesn't like so much the medical system, despite me being a doctor. So, respecting her wish, we have kept her in the ashram. We will do our best to give her the care she deserves, and we are looking at different possibilities on arranging for supportive care to be there, and all of your prayers will support her at this time. She has supported so many. Now it's our time to give. Yesterday marked Gandhi Jayanti, October 2nd, and the day that for the last 52 years, uninterruptedly, the yoga teachers training course has been conducted at Ananda Ashram. Because of the COVID pandemic, this year we were not able to take up a new batch for 52. But because of the prevailing world situation and my moving online with the teachings for the past now nearly 6 months, the yoga step-by-step of Swamiji, the 52 lesson program, I have shifted it online. And last night we inaugurated it. Even as AMMAJI was being shifted for her MRI scan, we were inaugurating this program. Because both Swamiji and AMMAJI have taught me that the show must go on. Commitments must be kept, show must go on, and yoga is all about dharma, and it is said those who protect dharma will be protected by dharma. So it is our dharma as a human being to keep the flag flying. And an amazing team of people have come together. In fact, I was a bit concerned initially, about how people would respond. And there's been overwhelming response to such a level that, thanks to Divya's advice, I expanded my Zoom platform, because there are just so many people out there who wish to take up this beautiful journey of yoga, a journey of life, a journey of choice, a journey of responsibility. And a cohort coming together yesterday with 25 senior teachers of the tradition. And it's apt that we have all come together for this. And tomorrow morning starts the first session, and it's going to be a new pathway every Sunday. So that is just an update on what's going on, and we'll take it a day by day. We will take it forward and do our best to keep the flag flying high. One of the mudras that is very apt at this time is a mudra called the Shivalinga Mudra. And the Shivalinga Mudra is by placing the left hand. For those watching live now, you know that it's mirrored in my phone. The left hand is placed down in the lap, and the right hand is brought into a fist with the thumb up. And this gesture is a gesture where we are always communicating with others. Yes, things will be fine. Things will be good. You are doing well. Good job. And it used to, in ancient Roman times, be the difference between whether somebody continued to live or somebody died. Thumbs up in the gladiators' circus was the person lived, and thumbs down was the person died. So a difference in this. And that is why this mudra is a mudra of winning. This is a mudra of survival. This is a mudra of letting the divine consciousness of Shiva work through us. So it is called Shivalinga Mudra. Shivalinga. And this is placed on the left palm, upturned palm, and placed at the lap. A very beautiful practice, the Shivalinga Mudra. A practice that enables us to connect to the inner transformative consciousness, that Shiva consciousness. That Shiva consciousness that is of transformation, evolution, enabling us to grow the parinama, enabling the parinama, the growth to manifest, so that we who have moved away from the source can retrace our path back towards the source, going back home, going back to the source. That is what yoga is all about. And the Shivalinga Mudra brings this into our consciousness. The Shivalinga Mudra enables us to understand that, yes, the transformative change is part and parcel of being human. Change is the only constant. That change is the only constant is a very reassuring fact, because if you don't change, you are going to stagnate. And stagnation is ill health. Stagnation is disease. One has to grow, one has to grow. One has to transform, one has to blossom into one's potential. And that is what this Shivalinga Mudra is teaching us. The thumb represents Purusha. The thumb represents the highest pure consciousness that lies behind everything that is manifest. And this is why the linga is taken as the last and final symbol between the manifest and the unmanifest. And this is why when we worship the Shivalingam, which is a bindu in consciousness, we are in fact connecting to the pure consciousness of Purusha, of Ishvara, that lies behind the manifest universe, that is manifesting because of Purusha and Prakriti coming together. That is the Purusha Ditam. And how the rest of the Prakriti is all bundled up. The Prakriti is in balance. The Prakriti is in a state of balance, Sama. Because the Purusha is manifesting itself. It is when the Purusha and Prakriti come together that then you have this union that occurs. And then because of that union, the manifest universe, Purusha, Ishvara, the Shivalinga Mudra is taking us back to the source. That source which is that pure consciousness. Tadeko Vashishta Shiva Kevalo. And that linga, as Maharishi Patanjali tells us, on our inner journey, it is important on the inner journey to go back. And in order to go back, one retraces the pathway. Pratiprasava is the message of Patanjali. And Patanjali talks about the concept of linga matra, alingani. Linga matra, it is marked. It is distinct. It can be perceived distinctly. That is the linga. And then you go into alingani, that which is unmarked, uncharted territory. And we, in our retracing, we are going from the known to the unknown. The known which is the part that we can focus on, that which is the gross level that we can focus on, and going back to the source, the alingani. So when we perform the Shivalinga Mudra, a very beautiful dhyana mudra, a meditative, contemplative hasta mudra, a gesture, we are connecting with the source itself. That source that reminds us that we as a human being are just on a journey. We are just here to play the role, our role in this drama on this planet. We are all players, just speaking our lines as we strut on the stage for the time that has been allotted to us. Devahitu, given by the Devas. That are you. This Shivalinga Mudra is also given another name in the Gita Ananda tradition, and that is the Maha Vinishkramana Mudra. Maha means the great. Kramana is to do. Nishkramana. Nishkramana means to go beyond the doing, moving from doing to being. It is the grand renunciation of action, where you start to have action but in inaction, inaction in action. In the karma you see the akarmani, in the akarma you see the karmani, as Lord Krishna reminds us in the Bhagavad Gita. We are moving from the manifest to the unmanifest. We need to give up that which we are clutching to, that which is causing us the attachment that could be the like or the dislike, because we are attached to both the likes and the dislikes. Attachment could be the like or the dislike. And often we are so attached to the dislikes, even more than the likes. That attachment, raga, which is holding us tight, and that is why vairagya, where one can go beyond vitaraga bhaya krodha, as the Gita tells us. And we are going vitaraga. That is where vairagya comes. Going against the raga, that is the attachment. Because from that attachment leads the whole turmoil. It is in vairagya, in non-attachment. People translate it as detachment. That's a bit negative translation. Non-attachment. You choose not to be attached to something. That is the difference between attachment, non-attachment, detachment. In non-attachment, you are taking a step back. That is vairagya. That is a nishkramana, where you are transcending the actions to which you are attached. It is the grand gesture of renunciation, and that is why Lord Shiva, he is the renunciate. He is clothed in a tiger skin, wearing ash, sitting up on Mount Kailash. He doesn't have a palace. He doesn't have, jewels and crowns and all the ornaments that Vishnu has. Vishnu has a lot of the material support with Lakshmi there by his side. He's Srinivasa, so he has Lakshmi by his side, Sri. Shiva is the renunciate. And that is why this Bhavanani Mudra enables us to transcend our attachments that are limiting us physically, limiting us mentally, emotionally, and socially. And by doing so, we become free. The ultimate goal of yoga is freedom, liberation, going back home to the source. That is actually what it's all about. The Shivalinga Mudra, the Bhavanani Mudra. And in that, it is very apt to chant the Mahamrityunjaya mantra. The Mahamrityunjaya mantra, a mantra that is a mantra of liberation. Liberate me from mortality, from myth, and may I move into immortality, Amrit. Moving from Mrityorma Amritangamaya, that same concept. Trayambakam yajamahe sugundim pushtivardhanam urva rukamiva bandhanat mrityor mokshiya ma amritat. May I be liberated. May that moksha be there, that liberation, so that I can move from mortality, limitation to the non-limitation, from the physical to the non-physical, from the manifest to the non-manifest. And that is such a powerful mantra. And I request you to chant with me as we chant this 9 times, supporting AMMAJI on this path, enabling her to be what she needs to be, to do what she needs to do with our support. Om Trayambakam yajamahe sugundim pushtirvardhanam urvarukamiva bandhanat bhadyor mokshiyamamritat. Om Trayambakam yajamahe sugundim pushtirvardhanam urvarukamiva bandhanat bhadyor mokshiyamamritat. Om Trayambakam yajamahe sugundim pushtirvardhanam urvarukamiva bandhanat bhadyor mokshiyamamritat. Om Trayambakam yajamahe sugundim pushtirvardhanam urvarukamiva bandhanat bhadyor mokshiyamamritat. Om Trayambakam yajamahe sugundim pushtirvardhanam urvarukamiva bandhanat bhadyor mokshiyamamritat. Om Trayambakam yajamahe sugundim pushtirvardhanam urvarukamiva bandhanat bhadyor mokshiyamamritat. Om Trayambakam yajamahe sugundim pushtirvardhanam urvarukamiva bandhanat bhadyor mokshiyamamritat. Om Trayambakam yajamahe Sugundim Pushtirvardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanat Mrityor Mokshiyamamritat Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugundim Pushtirvardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanat Mrityor Mokshiyamamritat Om. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu sarve janaha sukhino bhavantu. Om Shantihi Shantihi Shantihi. Om. Please keep AMMAJI in your prayers. Let us send her positive healing energies so that she can manifest what is best for her in this lifetime. She has been a mother to thousands. May we all be worthy children of such a divine mother.